everyone. It's so good to see you again. We're doing Keep It Simple, Sweetheart candy. And you're like, candy? Isn't that an oxymoron? Because candy making is kind of complicated. It can be, but once you know what you're doing, it's really not that hard. I actually use a double boiler system, and what that means is that I put candy in a pan, like this one. I have vanilla. And in this pan here, I have chocolate. And you take those and you put them on the stove with another pan underneath with some water in it. You want to keep it on low. When you keep it on low, it actually helps with the consistency. If you don't keep it on low, crazy things can happen. The water underneath boils up and gets into your chocolate, which then becomes no good, not something that you want to do. It can get really messy, it can get too hot and be temperamental, and it doesn't like to work properly. You can use it in the microwave. I would suggest using a glass bowl or a plastic bowl, and you can melt it down. I personally just happen to prefer to use the double boiler method. Nothing wrong with using another option, but that's just my preference. Also, too, you can thin out your chocolates and your vanilla with paraffin, which is wax. I personally don't like to do that. I don't want the wax, the extra wax in these things. I want to be able to just enjoy. Because what I like is the texture. I like the actual taste of either the vanilla or the chocolate. And a lot of people assume that the vanilla is white chocolate, and I always tell them, no, it's vanilla. It's not white chocolate, but it still sets up the same as the other. And this is almond bark candy. Almond bark is a great product. You can get it at Walmart. It's readily available all year round. And I go ahead and I pick it up from time to time. I keep extra on hand because I never know when I'm going to be making some candy. Now, I can't really make it where I live in the summertime because it's just too hot and the candy won't set up properly. When you do this, I actually took a mini cupcake pan, took many cups, put them in there. I put in almonds and I put in cashews. So right now, I'm just taking some of this vanilla and I'm using a measuring cup to do this with because a regular ladle would have too much chocolate and wouldn't be able to work it better than this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it's really easy. I'm not doing anything complicated. I'm just putting the nuts in and I'm pouring the vanilla and the chocolate on top. It does take time for it to set up, and I know you're going to ask me, can I stick it in the refrigerator? Yes, you can. However, when you stick it in the fridge, you do run into a slight problem. Have you ever received a milk chocolate candy bar only to find out that it's white? Why is this candy bar white when you open it up? Well, that's because the chocolate got too hot and started to melt. So they stick it in the refrigerator to make it coalesce once again. The problem is you end up with a white candy bar because it cools it so quickly and it changes the consistency of the chocolate. You don't want that. So you want to be careful. That's one of the reasons why you do this on low. You don't do this on high. And you just go ahead and just pour in what you need. And it's amazing. It turns out great. It's a great way to make a snack if you'd like a snack. It does, again, take time to set up. It takes probably about an hour or so for the chocolate, depending on how warm it is in your house, for it to set up. So just be careful when you're doing it. You want to make sure that it comes out exactly as you want it. Great for Christmas gifts, great for party favors. And again, like I said, if you just want a delicious snack without having to pay for it at the grocery store, it's one way of doing it on your own. So just be encouraged today, give it a try, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.